We have been waiting too long for the next Bond film, and so I think I should take this opportunity to personally rank the James Bond actors. Couple of rules: must be canon with the series, and must not be any spoofs. So no David Niven, no Never Say Never Again, no Austin Powers, etc., etc. Okay, so my lowest end of the list for the Bond actors will be George Lazenby, the Australian model. Many people do not like his version of James Bond. Maybe it's his accent, maybe it's the fact he was only around for one film. Come on, he at least deserved more than one film, but he was quite dodgy in places. He wasn't unlikable. On Her Majesty's Secret Service is actually considered one of the best Bond films. Can't say why. I mean, the ending is just shocking. But it is what it is. So, my next choice up will be Roger Moore. To date, the longest serving James Bond. Not all of Roger Moore's Bond films were good. Some were good, some were kind of meh. His last film is the worst ranked on Rotten Tomatoes. I think my favourite Roger Moore Bond film for me would be For Your Eyes Only. I think it has the best story. Roger Moore was a good choice for James Bond. He certainly had the suaveness, he certainly knew a lot about action, definitely a lot more than what Lazenby was capable of. True, age caught up with him in the end, but he still left some kind of mark, and he more than went out with a good bang. Next one up will be Timothy Dalton from The Living Daylights and License to Kill. When Bond decides to get dark, he decides to get dark. And his run as James Bond was brilliant, even only in 2 movies. He could kick ass, he was suave, good looking. Knew how to work his words, but he was pretty awesome. He definitely set the stage for Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig. More on them later. But he was really awesome. Definitely worth respect. In third place, we have the current James Bond, Daniel Craig. There was a massive backlash when he was first cast as James Bond, and it proved to be backlash for nothing because he was amazing. His run as James Bond has been something else. It's been wayward. I mean, there are some things about it that have been dodgy. But, all the same, really good stuff. He's suave, he can be a badass, he does his own stunts, he's nuclear, as far as James Bond is considered. My favourite Bond film for him would be and this is gonna be controversial. Quantum of Solace, the Bond film that everybody loves to hate, or really loves to hate to love. Hey, we all have different opinions. We're all not here to judge. In second place, Sean Connery, the Bond that started it all. The most iconic actor to play James Bond. He had everything down to a T. He inhabited James Bond throughout all of his films. My favourite for him would be Thunderball. He was just legendary as 007. He had everything down to a T. From his accent, his action, his everything really. He was amazing. I don't get why they couldn't get him back for Skyfall, because that would have been the perfect end to his career. But if you know your James Bonds, you know my favourite by now. Pierce Brosnan. Yes, I'm going with Pierce. Because for me, he was my Bond. The first Bond I watched. The coolest version of the character. The most badass. He is pretty much a combination of all the Bonds that came before him, while setting the stage for Daniel Craig. He was believable as a badass. He had all the action around him. He was James Bond to a T. Best film being GoldenEye, in my opinion. I like everything about Pierce Brosnan's take on the character. Layered, structured well, well framed. Everything about it was good. He was James Bond. Who do I think should replace Daniel Craig? I would go with Idris Elba. People have been saying it. I think he would be amazing. So there you have it. That's my view on the 6 actors who have played James Bond. Probably soon to be 7. It's going to be fun. So guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to like, share and subscribe. You guys are always the best. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves now. Tell me what you think. What's your ranking of the James Bonds? Anyway, look out for more videos soon. Peasnator out. Cut the check.